mushroom that was here, and all it's left is a brown goo. That's kind of odd. Huh. Didn't last very long. I forgot to bring my tripod. We'll make do. I'm back in the bush where the tree fell down just over there, but I thought it's another beautiful day and I wanted to make this video, and I fell down the rabbit hole, the YouTube rabbit hole this morning, watching a couple of clips, and very interestingly I just kept following this chain of events. I don't know if the spirits led me or whatever. Two gentlemen that died, I would say, fairly young. One of them was 50, the other one was 56. I had started by watching a clip about Adrien Deschryver, I think is how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure. He died back in 1989. I'll show you the clip. He was a photographer, a Belgian photographer, and he liked to photograph the silverback gorillas. So I'm unable to show you the actual clip I was watching due to copyright laws, but it's become this viral internet meme. It's easy to find. Just type in "man gets charged by gorilla." It's like a minute and a half long, but this guy did have some pretty big kahunas in my opinion, and yeah, it's very frightening to watch. I don't think I could stand there without moving. This other gentleman, he either directed this film, I can't find a lot of information, or he was part of the camera crew or something. He was a cinematographer. Very interesting. He died at the age of 56 in 1993, so we're talking 4 years after the first guy died. This cinematographer died in a horrible way. He was, again, doing his cinematography. He was testing out a experimental aircraft, I guess, or hot air balloon above the jungles, and he got tangled up. He removed his safety belt and he plunged 50 meters to his death on the jungle floor. So me, being who I am, figured, let's contact these guys. Okay, so I got two phones with me here. Robin's old phone, my phone. I'm going to run the Hack Shack app on this one. I'm going to set this to record right on top of the kettle fountain, so it should get better audio recording of potentially the voices. Okay, it's recording. We can get it balanced. Good afternoon, spirits. Are you spirits aware of who I asked to speak to today? So the first gentleman I was watching was Adrien when he was charged by that big gorilla. Can you bring Adrien through to have a conversation with us, please? Adrien, you were a Belgian photographer. You obviously loved photographing wildlife. Were the gorillas your favorite? I camera just stopped recording. Okay guys, that is one of the craziest things I've captured on camera. I'm going to show you again. Watch the phone in the kettle fountain. You'll see it's recording. It has a picture of me on it. It shuts off and goes to a different screen, and then some anomaly, I'm thinking it's a spirit, honestly, that messed with the phone, comes from in behind and it comes out the front of the kettle fountain. It's very fast, but it's a white anomaly. Were the gorillas your favorite? The camera just stopped recording. Were the gorillas your favorite? The camera just stopped recording. That was weird. Were the gorillas your favorite to film? Maybe I should ask, did somebody turn my camera off? My phone? That is absolutely amazing video proof. Because not only can we physically see with our own eyes this white thing come out, then it gets filtered with the exact words of, he wanted to leave validation, and yes, I was visible. You can't argue this. There's no way, I mean, I guess there's a way I could fake this, but trust me, I'm not. I have all this audio saved in raw format. I'm going to put on the screen for you right now the little phone that was in the kettle fountain. I'm going to put that view so you'll hear. So yes, these responses are a little tinny. They're different than when I do it at the sink. Again, this is all part of my research, right? It's the same sounds allowing the same voices to come through. And maybe because I've been doing this for so long, I don't think you're going to hear the words on this clip I'm about to show you, but I can hear where he starts and I can hear the word visible just listening through the water. But I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see. This is broke down exactly where those voices come through on the AI. This is crazy stuff. How many thousands of hours have I been saying this? Maybe I can ask if somebody turned my camera off. Is Adrien here in spirit with me right now? You were in the 1974 documentary Gorilla. So this response is pertinent because I'm sitting in a pile of apples that I dumped about 2 days before that. My dad had gathered a bunch of crab apples that fell over in the yard where he's staying, gave them to me to put out for the deer. So I'm sure there's some rotten apples there. And you were releasing, or you were going to set the baby gorilla down to acclimate it to the jungle. And the encounter ensued where you were charged by the big silverback. How scared were you when that happened? You've become somewhat of a internet legend these days for having big cojones, for not being chased off by that gorilla, for not even flinching. How does that make you feel? Do you put any stock into what people think about you from that clip? Do you miss photographing and filming the gorillas? Can you come through this box? You can use this box to speak as well. Can you say hello or something? As soon as I let it go, it said something. Was that Adrien? Do I have your name right? Did you and Dieter work on that film together? I've asked for Dieter to come through as well. Ooh, a salamander. A little salamander. He went through the leaves. A little orange salamander just crawled down through there and disappeared into the bark of this old trunk here. The forest is an amazing place, isn't it? You worked with Diane Fossey, apparently, with those gorillas. What did you think of her? Apparently, the little baby gorilla that you let go back into them, like I understand you didn't have a choice, but I guess it died a few days later. How did that make you feel? Did it make you question your actions at all? Now, I read something controversial, I guess. I don't know why they would say this, but they said that you either died, it said, a heart attack, or possibly that you were poisoned. All right, guys, I'm going to finish off with this last response because this was the last thing that I asked of Adrien. We're trying to find out if he was poisoned or if he had a heart attack. Now, again, I don't know why they said that in the article that I was reading. But I have two tracks here I'm showing you. So this was the Sony camera on the top. It's very clear when I'm speaking, but as you can see, when I stop speaking, it doesn't pick up a lot of the answers from the kettle fountain, which we knew, right? Which is why I put the phone, which is this track down here, into the kettle fountain itself so we can hear the responses. So I said, apparently it was either a heart attack. So I'll play that for you so you can hear me speak. A heart attack? Okay, so I said a heart attack. I left him a little pause there. And he says something. Okay? So look, you can see exactly that's what he said in that space that's left. I just highlighted it. We'll play it for you, okay? He says, that sounds about right. Okay, so then I continued speaking after I left the little pause, and I said, or you might have been poisoned. Or possibly that you were poisoned. Okay, so or possibly that you were poisoned. He has one response in here again. You can see it, right? Look in this space. It's the only thing that's said right here. What does he say? I'll play it for you. Nonsense. Nonsense. So we have an answer. He died of a heart attack. He clearly answered me both times. Now I'm getting big shivers across my neck. All right, so this video was on two people. The second part is going to be on, what's his name? That German dude. Anyways, join me next time. We'll get into the questions I asked for the cinematographer, the guy that fell out of the air balloon. All right, thanks for watching.